Ashurbanipal, the name echoes through history. He was the king of the Assyrian Empire. He was known as the king of the world. Ashurbanipal's reign was around 668 to 631 BC. It was a time of great power but also great turmoil. Ashurbanipal was not meant to be king. He was a younger son. This meant his older brother was supposed to rule. Fate, however, had other plans. When his brother died, Ashurbanipal was chosen. He was chosen to lead the largest empire the world had ever seen. He was thrust into a world of war and politics. Ashurbanipal was different from other kings. He was a scholar at heart. He loved to learn. He was fascinated by language and literature. Imagine a mighty king surrounded by scrolls instead of soldiers. That was Ashurbanipal. He learned to read and write. This was unusual for kings at that time. He amassed a vast library in Nineveh, his capital city. This library wasn't just for show. Ashurbanipal actually read the texts and studied them. Being king wasn't just about books. Ashurbanipal was a fierce warrior. He led his armies to expand the Assyrian Empire. He faced rebellions and fought wars. His military campaigns were legendary. He conquered Egypt. He crushed rebellions in Babylon. His empire stretched from the Persian Gulf to the Nile River. Ashurbanipal was known for his ruthlessness. He was also known for his intelligence in battle. He used both to keep his empire strong. While conquering lands, Ashurbanipal never forgot his love for knowledge. He sent scholars out. Their task was to collect texts for his library. They brought back scrolls and tablets from all over the empire. The library at Nineveh became a treasure trove of knowledge. It contained texts on history, religion, medicine, and more. Today, the surviving fragments of his library are invaluable. They provide a window into the ancient world. They tell us about life in Mesopotamia thousands of years ago. Ruling a vast empire took its toll. Ashurbanipal faced constant threats. Rebellions were common. Enemies were always at the borders. To maintain control, Ashurbanipal became increasingly ruthless. He put down rebellions with extreme force. He wanted to make examples of those who opposed him. While this kept his enemies at bay, it also bred resentment. People feared him, but they didn't love him. This would have consequences later. Within his own family, there was unrest. Ashurbanipal's brother, Shamash-shum-ukin, rebelled. He was tired of living in his brother's shadow. This led to a bitter civil war. The war tore the Assyrian Empire apart. It weakened the empire and exposed its vulnerabilities. Ashurbanipal eventually won. But the victory was costly. The empire was exhausted and vulnerable. After Ashurbanipal's death, the Assyrian Empire quickly crumbled. His successors were not as capable. They could not hold on to the vast empire. Enemies, sensing weakness, attacked from all sides. The Babylonians, the Medes, and others rose up against Assyrian rule. Nineveh, the once proud capital, was sacked and burned. The Assyrian Empire, once the mightiest in the world, was no more. Ashurbanipal's legacy is a complex one. He was a great king, a fierce warrior, and a scholar, but he was also ruthless. His empire did not last. The cities he conquered were destroyed. His palaces fell into ruin, but something remained: his library. The texts from his library survived. They were buried for centuries, but they were eventually rediscovered. In the 19th century, archaeologists made an amazing discovery. They unearthed the ruins of Nineveh. They found thousands of clay tablets. These tablets were the remains of Ashurbanipal's library. They contained a wealth of knowledge about the ancient world. Thanks to Ashurbanipal's passion for collecting, we have a glimpse into the past. We know about Mesopotamian myths, their laws, and their everyday lives. Ashurbanipal's empire is gone, but his words remain. They are a testament to a lost civilization. They are a reminder of the power of knowledge. Even the mightiest empires fall, but knowledge, like these ancient tablets, can endure. Ashurbanipal, the king of the world, lives on through his library, his